Hello, this is Ray Albert from Online Wealth, and again we're going to do another module for your Freedom Funnel. And today we're going to talk about the 3 emails that you write just one time and will bring you sales for the rest of time. I bet you're interested in seeing that, right? So let's get to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the perfect email series that's going to set the foundation for the rest of your business profits, the rest of your business success for basically the rest of time. These are the 3 perfect emails to get your people on your list and to instantly start trusting you, to instantly establish a connection with you, and to instantly want to purchase the things that you are offering to them. Make sense? So there are some misconceptions about how to use all autoresponders. And you know, I bought into these same misconceptions early on in my marketing career. But the one thing that you don't want to do, and we are not going to talk about this a lot because we're going to go over this in another module, but an autoresponder isn't meant to be set up with 100 autoresponder messages where you set it once and then you just go live on the beaches around the world for the rest of your life while the emails make you sales on demand. That's not how it works. Basically, the autoresponder robots are good at a few things. They're good at a lot of things, as a matter of fact. They're good at maintaining certain parts of your business, but the robots or androids are not very good at sales. Robots suck at sales, and there's a reason why they do. I want you to know this for this specific module, that this training about these 3 emails are going to set the tone, the foundation for the rest of your business. And as I go through this, I'm going to explain to you the principles of why these emails work and why we set them up this way. So I want to start just by going through the process and talking about where we're at so far. So we have the capture page set up. This is the capture page that's set up. And when they fill in their stuff, they're going to be put on your email list. And then you go straight to the handshake page and then to the low ticket offer. And what we're going to do now is deal with the section that happens after they get onto our email list. So I'm going to talk about these 3 email autoresponder series, and I'm going to talk to you why they specifically set up this way and the way it is based on principles that you can use to set up any business that you want for the rest of your life. So as people come in here, we establish who our perfect customers are, because you know, if you don't know their pains, if you don't know their goals, wants, desires, and needs, you know, how can you fulfill their dreams? And we know all this by doing our research, and we're kind of modeling them after ourselves. Because remember when I said in the beginning, we want to try to create a business that we know a little bit of something about so that we can understand our customers better. And so this is going to attract them to the squeeze page. And so what happens after this is after they put in their name and their address, our little robots are good at sending them onto our email list, right? And then the next step, our little robots are really good at sending them to our handshake page. And then our little robots are also good at sending them to the low ticket offer. So then if your customer likes what they see here on the handshake page, they're automatically going to be sent to the first offer right here. Now our Android robots are really good at these things. They are really good at instantly delivering your offer, and they will be really good at instantly segmenting your list, and they're really good at forwarding through to the initial sales funnel process for you. That is really cool because that is the bulk of your business. All of the hard work is basically automated for you, so you can focus on who your perfect customer is, and then plopping down your perfect lead magnet for them to come in and enter the name in their emails. It allows you to focus on the actual money-making activities, which are getting more people to come through your process. And we'll talk about that later in another module. And that's sending them very specific types of emails on a daily basis that produce buyer responses, which just means that they are wanting to purchase the products and tools and services that you're offering. But what does this initial 3 email autoresponder series do for you? Again, people enter their name and their email. One of the things happens automatically is that they are put on a specific list for you. So in the previous module, I had set up a business based around helping the keto recipe business, so I have a very specific list for that business, for that funnel. So when people enter their name in their email, what will happen automatically for me is that they are put on a specific list. But what also happens automatically for me is I have set up a very specific 3-message email autoresponder series. But again, all of this automation happens for you automatically. So it allows you to build a very automated business that you can run in 30 minutes per day. This process right here is how we can enjoy a stable long-term business and spend very limited time doing it. But I want to talk to you about why these emails are in the places they are in and what they do, so that you can basically set up emails for any number of businesses that you want to try to set up for the rest of your life. Again, it's based on principles. So once you have learned the principles of why we set it up this way, you'll be able to set up whatever you want for the rest of your life. It doesn't matter if you're in finance, health, or real estate, or internet marketing. It doesn't really matter. So the first email that they're going to get is an email that just gives them your free offer. When you first attracted this person to your page, the reason they were attracted is because you had a really great offer and they wanted to have it. They want that free offer, so they entered their name in their email. But what that really is an agreement between you and that person that if they give you their name and their email address, then you're going to give them this free thing. If you don't instantly give them this free thing that they ask for, then you have instantly, and I mean instantly, broken the trust. So this first email is all about establishing trust. What we've been talking about a lot over the course of these modules is that buying is based nearly 100% on emotion. So then what emotions are we tapping into in each of these emails is what I'm going to talk about. In the first email, the emotion that we are tapping into is the ability to gain trust. This person is thinking, can I trust this person to deliver what they say they're going to deliver on? And that's, when they put their name in here, you're offering them something for free. And, are you going to be able to deliver on that? So they wanted that free offer, and, the first email, that's what we're going to give them. They asked for that, and that's what they're going to get. So in the very first email, we are establishing trust. Now, in the second email, what we're going to do is we're going to establish a connection. We want to establish a connection, and how do we do that? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to introduce ourselves. We introduce you to your story, why you are even recommending these products, and why they should even pay attention to you. So after they go to the squeeze page, they go to the email list. Then automatically, they're going to come to the handshake page. Now this is where they're going to meet you for the first time, and this is where you're going to give them their free offer. So now what's the thing that you want them to start saying right away? You want them to have such a connection with you that if you can get them to start saying these 2 words, it will unlock all of the profits and sales and growth for your business for the rest of time. If you can get the people on your list to start saying, me too, then that's the key. So if your story relates to their story, your why relates to their why, and your personality is the same as their personality, remember when we first started the process, we were going after our ideal perfect customer. So these people are going to think like you, they're going to act like you, and they're going to want the same things as you. And when you make this connection with them and you start talking about who you are and what your story is and what you're doing, this is where they're going to say, yeah, me too. And if you can get them to start saying that, that's when you start building a community of people. Remember, as we learned in previous modules, what we are really doing, we're not making sales, we're building a community. If you want to build a long-term, successful, highly profitable business that you love and that the other people love to be part of whether it's products or tools or services or whatever it may be, whatever it is, the community that you're building, then if you don't build a community, unless you get people saying, me too. Unless you get people feeling connected to you, your story, your vision, your why, that's what we're doing in the second email. And these emails are so super simple, it seems like a complicated process, but it's so simple to do these things. The funny thing is, few people actually do it this way. But that's good for you because so few people are doing it. The fact that you are doing it means that people are going to feel an instant connection to you, and they're going to say, me too, even more quickly. So in the first email, all we're doing is delivering that free offer that's establishing trust. That's the emotion that we're dealing with. In the second one, we're dealing with connections. We want to connect with the people on our list. We want to get them saying, me too. And we do that really quickly with just a brief story. Now the third email we're going to send them to start saying or feeling like we are speaking directly to them. We're getting them to start to say and feel, this person gets me. So when that happens, they will believe what you are saying. We're going to put an email out that makes them feel that like you're speaking directly to them, and in fact you are. It's not that you're just feeling that way. They're feeling that way because you are speaking directly to them. You do get them, right? That's why we established our perfect customer from the very beginning, because you absolutely do get them. Then when they start to feel you're speaking directly to them, and that you get that you feel their pain, and that you get that you know what they're going through in their dreams, they're going to start saying, I believe this person. So this product will make more sense to them. There will be a certain number of people that will feel that so strongly from the very beginning that they will say, okay, to this product makes sense to me. I believe this person because they get me. And that's where you start making initial sales pretty much right away. So if there isn't a sale the first time through this process, by the third email, a percentage of people will absolutely start purchasing whatever product or service that you have to offer. But it will happen through your connection and trust that actually builds a community. When people are buying, they are not just buying into products and services or tools. They are buying into the community that you are starting to establish. So you do that through these first 3 emails. I'm going to walk you right through each of the emails. I will give you examples of how to do this. And so don't worry about it. We will go through that in another module, but people have to be emotionally connected to you in some way. They have to trust you. They have to be connected. They have to feel like you are similar. Me too. I've had that problem. Me too. I have those same goals and visions and dreams and desires. Me too. I had that same question. Me too. So when they know that, you have all the same questions, desires, goals, dreams, that you do, they are going to start saying, me too, and there is a connection that starts. The connection turns into community, and community turns into a massive, successful business where people will want to have whatever it is that you have to offer them, whether you create it or not, because the connection is to you, and that's the community that you're building. So that is how the first 3 emails work. But I want you to notice something too about how this whole process works. We know who our ideal customer is, right? This is going to be a perfect customer. You feel like them, you act like them, you have the same desires, dreams, and goals as them. And so you put together this perfect offer for them. And then you put together this capture page. The offer's inside this capture page. They want that offer, so they see it. And so they enter their name and their email in the bottom there. And so then they go to the email list. And then they're instantly brought to the welcome page or the handshake page, where they get introduced to you and you start a connection with them. Then if they wanted to know a little bit more about you, they took the advantage and clicked the call to action that they saw in the sales process for the very first time. And why does that look so familiar to them? Well, it's exactly the same as your welcome email. It's perfect email series. What you need to know is that the brain is very much like a program. It likes consistency, it likes congruence, and it likes the things to stay the same. I know I hate changes. I'm sure you do too. It's awful painful. So what happens when you take people through this process is, we're just reaching people in a way in which the brain thinks, in which the brain works, but the brain likes consistency. It likes congruence. And it likes to see that same thing over and over again. And when it sees the pattern, the brain will understand that they saw a free offer. They got introduced to you, and then they saw the paid offer. The person coming on your list won't consciously know what the brain will be thinking, and that, the brain will be thinking, oh, I've seen this before, but it will make a connection. So there are a couple of things going on here. You're tapping into the brain, how it works, and how the brain likes to see things, and you're tapping into the emotion. But more than anything else, you need to learn to know what emotions your perfect customer is having. That's why we go through the poke, the pain, the paint, the dream, because we are tapping into the emotion. So the more that you know your customer, the more that you can know what they're feeling, what their questions are, what their dreams and goals and desires are, the more you're going to be able to get them to say, me too. When you get them to say that, that's when you can get them to believe in whatever it is that you're offering. Now, this is an actual process. It's not something I just threw together. This email series is very connected to the process of how the brain likes to see things, and it's connected to this process of emotion and creating a buyer's response through emotion and getting people so connected to you that they're not just going to be purchasing products and services or tools from you, that they're actually a part of a community of people who actually feel the same, think the same, and want the same things. And that's how you will build a long-term stable business that you can actually feel good about and wake up excited in the morning and do it every single day. So now that you know the principles behind the process, you can plug this into any business that you want to. And we are actually going to go through the get response and set up these 3 email sequences in the next module. So I hope you understand the concept of these 3 emails and how they're actually going to help you. In the next module, like I said, we're going to go to the get response autoresponder. It doesn't matter what kind of autoresponder you have, you're still going to have these emails set up the same way. And if you have another autoresponder, I hope you know how to use it, okay? Anyway, we're getting close to getting everything all set up so we can start sending traffic to it. So I hope you're getting excited about that. I know I'm getting excited about that. So I can't wait to see you in the next module. And if you like the content that I'm putting here on this channel, please support me by going down there and subscribing and ticking the icon bell so you're notified every time I come out with a new video or, the next module. Talk to you later.